I'm stuck in my jacket. Literally, like, I can't. I got a new jacket. I was trying it on. Super dope jacket. I'm pretty sure it's the right size. And I'm stuck. Like, legit. Like, I can't. My arm is stuck. Like, I can't. If I do, it'll rip. And I can't undo it because I'm the only one home too, so I'm stuck like this. Like, no one can help me undo. I'm actually stuck like this. So what is going on, guys? Eric White here, and no, did not choose my last name. Hope you guys are all doing well. And Samsung recently had an unpacked event that happened last week. I'm not sure exactly what day it was, but the Samsung event happened last week, and of course, knowing me, I watched it from the beginning to the end, and I was completely awed at what they had to bring. Now, there's a lot of things that I can talk about. The Samsung Galaxy S10, the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, the triple cameras on the back, the first 5G phone, wireless charging, and everything is great, but I want to talk more specifically about the Galaxy S10e, the Samsung Galaxy S10 Excellent, if you will. Okay, I'm mixed up. Now, the reason why I want to talk about that phone specifically is because I think that phone brings a lot better value and is going to appeal to a lot more people as opposed to the Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus. Not saying that the S10 and S10 Plus aren't great phones. Those are amazing phones, but I just think the S10e offers a little bit more value for your money. And before we talk about that, we have to talk about the competition, which is actually the iPhone XR. Now, I'm not saying that the iPhone XR is a bad phone, but if you compare to the value that you're getting out of the S10e, the iPhone XR offers you a great camera. It offers you a decent screen. The battery is amazing. And if you guys want to know more about the iPhone XR, I'll leave a link right up there for you guys. But in terms of the Galaxy S10e, there's a lot of things we have to talk about. First of all, the Galaxy S10e is rocking that gorgeous Dynamic AMOLED 5.8 display. And what that means is it's a 1080p panel, but it's Samsung's display, so you know it's going to be amazing, phenomenal, everything like that. And they've upgraded the display even more, even though they completely didn't have to. It was already amazing before. What they did was they gave it HDR10+. HDR10 Plus basically takes HDR10 to the next level. That means it's going to give you even better image quality than it already did before. Everything that you record and everything that you see is going to be rendered in real time to come out with better dynamic range as you're watching it. So it's going to look amazing. And on the back, this thing is going to be sporting a 12 megapixel wide and a 16 megapixel ultra wide camera. And on the front, we have a 10 megapixel camera, which is also capable of shooting 4K if that's what you guys want. Now, the base model for this phone starts off at 6 gigabytes of RAM, and it comes with 128 gigabytes of storage. And what's powering this phone is a 3100 milliamp hour battery. Now, I'm not necessarily sure if that battery is going to last all day. I don't know how good they've gotten with their technology, but an OLED display is probably going to eat through that battery. Luckily, it's only 1080, because if it was a 4K display with that 3100 milliamp hour battery, it would chew through that battery like nobody's business. Now, this phone also comes with an amazing feature that allows you to wirelessly charge the other Galaxy devices. And that means that if you have the Galaxy Buds that they just released and also their new Galaxy Watch, you can actually wirelessly charge them by going into the phone, turning on that feature, and putting the backs of them together. Super nice, really intuitive. Cannot wait to see this in action. Thumbs up for them. This phone also ships with the Snapdragon 855, which is the latest processor, Android 9, everything like that. But it also comes with Samsung's new interface called One UI. Now, this is a little bit different from TouchWiz, which we are very used to. One UI is a little bit different in that they simplified the overall software for the phone. They kind of realized that there's a lot of features for the phone, and if you just force that and don't really simplify it, a lot of people are going to get lost and not really know where to go to find simple things like that. So they very much simplified it, made it a lot easier, especially for one-handed use. They brought a couple of things down to the middle or down at the bottom so you can use it one-handed and not have to do finger gymnastics to reach to the top. They put a lot into it, and I think it's a step in the right direction. It's not perfect yet, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. Now, it also comes with the Wi-Fi 6 capabilities, meaning that you're going to be able to have stronger Wi-Fi connection and everything great like that. Thumbs up for that. And you can pick this phone up in about 4 colors. You have the Prism Black, the Prism White, the Prism Blue, and Flamingo Pink. I guess I can't say too much, especially since this is my favorite shirt and it's pink, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Now, all those features are great, and there's a lot more that I can talk about, but that phone starts off at $750. So for $750, you are getting a great, amazing Dynamic AMOLED Infinity O display by Samsung. You're also getting a 12 megapixel, a 16 megapixel camera on the back, 10 megapixels on the front, Wi-Fi 6 capabilities, and on top of that, it still has an audio jack. Now, I'm not one to say something is better than the other because there's definitely a market for the iPhone XR, but to Joe Schmo, who's just an average person and just wants a phone that works, and he doesn't have too much money in the bank, he just wants something that has a lot of value, I'm going to point him in the direction of the S10e. Now, once again, I'm not saying that the iPhone XR doesn't have a market and that it's a bad phone. It's actually an amazing phone, and there's a lot of people who that phone would be perfect for, but the Galaxy S10e simply offers a better value for what you are paying for. There's so much more that you are getting, there's so many features, there's so many things that you're probably not going to even use that you're actually getting value for versus the iPhone XR, which is a more simplified and general phone for the public. And I have to clarify that the iPhone XR is not a bad phone. It is not a terrible phone. There is definitely a market for that type of phone, and a lot of people would love that phone. I'm just saying that the S10e has more value, more bang for your buck. That's all I'm saying. You're getting everything that Samsung just announced, the new features. You might lose a couple of features, like the fingerprint sensor. You won't be getting the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. The fingerprint sensor is going to be on the side with the sleep-wake button. And there's a few other things. But besides that, I mean, you're still getting a great camera, great display, and on top of that, you're still getting a headphone jack. I'd take that anyway. But anyway, that is all that I have for you guys. Make sure if you like it that you go down below and click the like button. If you like what you see so far, make sure you click that sub button, join Innovation Nation, and I see you guys in the next one.